Hi everyone, my name is Pamela Noury, Head of Expedition Operations at Caledonia. Today we are talking about packing for the tropics. When we say the tropics, we mean the Indian Ocean, the South Pacific, the Caribbean, and also Cape Verde and other islands where we have beaches and forests involved. Probably the most important item that you could invest in or pack for this type of trip is going to be your footwear. A lot of people like to take hiking shoes and that sort of thing on the walks and hikes. But what I would really suggest is a wet, dry type of hiking sandal. It's so helpful to be able to just step off the Zodiac into the water on the beach, walk up that beach and just go into the trail, whether it's a forest or a beach kind of trail, and retain the same footwear that you started in. Because to change shoes on the beach, when it's sandy and there's nowhere to sit and you bring a towel, you're trying to get the sand off your feet and put on a new set of shoes, is really quite inconvenient. So getting a really nice wet, dry hiking sandal with a good tread that can have the water flush in and out, that's probably one of the handiest things that you could invest in for your tropics trip. For the rest of your footwear, you're just looking about shoes that you can wear around the ship or in towns where there's a dry landing, and don't forget your formal evening footwear as well. The next really handy thing to have in the tropics is a sarong or a shawl, also called a kukui, and these things are going to be able to serve multiple purposes. One is they double as a beach towel to dry you off or to lie on. Another one is just a bit of sun protection to put over your shoulders, nice and cool and light. And the other thing is oftentimes there are cultural or religious reasons where we would be expected to cover our shoulders or cover our knees or even cover your head if you go into certain worship sites. And so having one of these serves all those purposes and is really handy. In terms of your shirts ashore, what you're trying to do is give yourself a bit of sun protection, but still keep cool. You want to avoid getting irritated by too many insects, whether it's mosquitoes or sandflies or midges. And sometimes there's cultural reasons why we also want to cover the full length of our arms. These days you get these great technical shirts that have got ventilation. You can roll up the sleeves, you can lift up the collar to give yourself some neck protection from the sun. They often have little zips as well for your phone. So these are a really great investment, but also any nice, cool, loose-fitting cotton shirt that gives you that coverage is going to come in really handy. In terms of trousers, you'll be wearing your onboard trousers and your formal evening trousers, but going ashore, almost always you'll wear shorts. You want a pair or two of shorts that are lightweight and quick drying. We're in and out of water all the time and things take a long time to dry off. So fabric that dries quite quickly is the way to go. These sorts of trousers that expand from shorts into three-quarter trousers and full-length trousers are really handy because it's sort of a one item to pack and lots of uses. You'll want your shorts for the most part, but sometimes when you're walking in a forest canopy, there's a lot of insects and you'll really rather have full-length trousers or even three-quarters. There's also those cultural situations where you want to wear full-length trousers. And if it's not a technical pair of trousers like these, any light cotton full-length trousers are also going to be helpful. For the rest of the time, you'll just be wearing lightweight shorts, and these are also really handy to swim in. They're your runners types of shorts, but they're great to go in and out the water with because they dry very quickly and they're also lightweight to pack. When it comes to swimming, of course, you'll wear your conventional swimwear, but we really suggest a long sleeve. You can wear a cotton shirt, or this is the kind of thing available in stores as well, which is called a rash vest or a swimming shirt. And they hug your body a little bit. They give you that protection from the sun. You don't often realize that you're burning when you're snorkeling because the water's keeping you cool. Meanwhile, you're really burning on your back. So this gives you that little bit of sun protection, but also from those plankton stingers. Sometimes you'll swim through a little wave of plankton stingers. It won't feel like much at the time, but then for the next several days, you can get a little bit itchy all over. And so wearing a little shirt like this or covering up in the water is actually quite a good idea. and then some places are cooler, so it gives you protection from the chill as well. In the tropics, we often have unexpected downpours, so a very lightweight raincoat is going to be handy, that you can always have it on you ashore, folds up into the size of your hand, and don't forget to get something with a hoodie. A sun hat is always going to come in handy. You'll wear this all the time. You can wear a peak cap, but something like this is going to give you a more sun protection with a wider brim. And don't forget to have a drawstring, otherwise they'll just blow off in the zodiacs. Of course, for on board in the evenings, you might like a little light jersey or cardigan. And now let's talk about the accessories. Camera, most people will bring one, but of course a lot of people use their phone nowadays. Just don't forget to bring all the accessories for your camera. A binocular, we often suggest that a harness is more comfortable than a strap, particularly if you're going to be wearing your binoculars on some of the walks into the forest, an hour or two long walks. It's very nice to have a harness rather than a neck strap. And for sunglasses, to really be able to see through the surface of the water, cut through the surface and see all the critters below, polarized sunglasses are a really helpful thing to have along with you. All the accessories you're going to need to bring, your adapters, your chargers, your batteries, don't forget those. And in the tropics, you'll want your normal things like your hand sanitizer and your day-to-day medication that come in your personal medical kit, maybe some seasickness medication as well. But for the tropics especially, we recommend bringing some insect repellent of sorts and some reef-safe sunblock. Reef Safe is definitely the way to go. Lots of big brands are making Reef Safe sunblock today. Otherwise, conventional sunblocks, just lathering up in all of those, can be quite harmful to the reef itself. And don't forget, if you're covering up with lots of clothing, then you won't have to wear as much sunblock in the first place anyway. And of course, all of this you want to be able to take ashore with you in a nice waterproof bag. You get more lightweight ones if you don't have too many valuables, and you get more robust vinyl type ones if you do have your camera and items in there. It's very handy if it has a little backpack function that you can be hands-free. And you want to avoid Velcro and mesh because those tend to pick up seeds and biological matter, which then get transplanted from island to island, which we'd like to avoid. So I hope that helps you pack for the tropics, and we look forward to seeing you out there.